Hey folks, welcome back to Hot Tub Beer Review. Today we are going to Highlands Brewing in Asheville, North Carolina. We're going to try their Black Mocha Stout. Come join us.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Hopped Up Beer Review, the show where the three of us, Yahoos, give you our unprofessional and somewhat biased opinion about the beer we are drinking and reviewing because we drink beer and we talk about it, and that's just what we do. And hopefully you will join us on that journey. I've got Andy in the attic. I've got Jay. What are we drinking today, gentlemen?
So we're going to Asheville, North Carolina, and we're going to try Highlands Brewing, their Black Mocha Stout. I'm intrigued. And I know Andy's going to tell us all about it. He's got his little special friend.
Oh,
Still kicking.
still kicking.
So,
Speaking of, I mean, we have a very sad moment of Andy's life when his special friend was severely injured, but he was rehabbed. So, welcome back, special friend.
Live to crack another day.
All right, what do we know about this one, Mr. Attic?
No, we're about to cheers each other and take a sip.
Indeed,
Cheers,
we
mate.
are.
I'm thirsty.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mates.
Yikes. That is roasted.
Indeed. Ooh.
Rich
So,
and
Black
malty.
Mocha Stout is a stout. 5%, 30 IBUs. Yes, clear to its name. Bold coffee and dark chocolate notes command this award-winning dry stout. Not my words, theirs.
Yep.
Command. That's really strong.
Yeah.
That's strong.
Especially Jay, the coffee lover.
There you go.
Nope. No, thank you. But
Wow.
I do like some Highlands Brewing.
It is Asheville, North Carolina. Started in 1994. It's a regional brewery. It was the first legal brewery in Asheville since Prohibition. And they have a claim on their site. They say that they're the largest independent family-owned brewery native to the Southeast. I mean, it's like, okay, native. They threw in the native, and I'm like, okay, I'm confused now.
And then what do they consider the Southeast?
Largest, yeah, independent, family owned. So, okay, I guess a family's got to own it, or pass down the generations because, maybe there's a larger independent one that's not family owned.
I can buy it. I've been there. It is massive.
Yeah, it's founded by a general. Who hated beer. I'm just kidding.
So what else you got, Andy?
Nothing. I'm just gonna sit here and drink.
That's it?
Yeah.
For the largest family independent owned brewery in the Southeast.
Yeah.
They don't provide that much information, huh?
Mm.
So it's a really cool brewery. There is a annual relay race that goes from Asheville to Greenville that they started a few years ago. It's probably about 75, 80 miles. And the majority of that is downhill. It's a craft beer type run. Well, about
a
3
hash,
or 4,
perhaps.
No.
I've never heard of a hash going 70 something miles.
So about 3 years ago, they reversed the course and called it it's called the Ville de Ville craft beer run. It's a relay race that happens over the course of 12 hours or so. 3 years ago, they reversed it and they did the Ville de Ville Extreme, where you started in Greenville and you go uphill to Asheville, which is where me and several of our other buddies wanted to finish so that we could be in craft beer Mecca, more or less, for the Southeast. That trip was the one where I subsequently visited Green Man and Burial and several others. But the race itself finishes at Highland Brewing on the grounds there. And they have a sprawling grounds, really nice brewery, outdoor area. I mean, it is massive. So I can completely understand how they say the largest independent family owned brewery in the Southeast, because it is just huge. They do have some good beer. I had 2 or 3 of their beers while we were there. Part of the race is you get a couple beers at the finish line when you get through. Great race, a lot of fun, but great brewery too. So I recommend, if you get a chance to visit. They have all sorts of private rooms. I think there was maybe a wedding or 2 going on while we were there. It was crazy. I mean, it was probably, if I had to take a guess, the whole complex probably covers 20, 30, 40 acres. I mean, it's a massive area.
Hey, great.
Yeah. Because they have a lot of outdoor space. They had bands playing outside. They had brewery stuff on the inside. They had private rooms for parties all over the place. They had balconies. I mean, it was a massive complex.
So maybe the largest here in this sense is just square footage to some degree.
Could be.
Yeah. I've had a fair amount of Highland, in the last few years, because with my family, we've traveled to Gatlinburg, Tennessee,
Mm-hmm.
and there is a Casual Pint beer store there, and they happen to have that's one of the breweries that they've had, and I have grabbed it. So the logo is one you kind of don't forget, here. So I've definitely had them in the past, but it's definitely the first time we've reviewed it for the show. So definitely glad to be doing that. So has anybody had this?
Sorry. I don't think any of us have. Right? Nobody logged it on Untapped.
No, after the race, most of the stuff they were serving were lagers, pilsners, and IPAs.
Yeah,
No,
not
no.
gonna
You don't
do a stout
really
after
want
a
a stout
race.
right after you finish a 12-hour race.
I mean, do you not?
Hmm.
Who picked this one up?
I did. I got this when I was up around Lake Norris, or Norris Lake, up a little north of Knoxville.
Okay.
So
Good find.
Yeah. All right, Andy, go first.
It is Stouty McStouterson. It is coffee bomb all over. I mean, I don't get any chocolate real out of it. It is coffee all the way. And fortunately for me, I like
Andrew.
coffee. Yeah. Thought it would be more, the sweet tooth for you. Yeah. But I don't mind a coffee and a beer. It's really good. And I don't know if there's any caffeine boost from it. But
you need it.
Lord, I'm so
right
so tired. It won't matter. I'm going to give this a 7.5. I would definitely drink it again, but I only bought singles, so I don't have any more. So who knows?
Jay, what you think?
I agree with Andy. This is heavy on the coffee. I am partial to Highlands, so I'll be generous there. I was hoping for a little bit more on the sweet side. And you guys know me, I'm not a coffee fan. There's a few areas where coffee go good with things, but I do fear this is gonna have me up for the next few hours.
You're
Because
gonna be up drinking anyway.
I don't drink coffee or caffeine, so it's always a struggle when we have something that has coffee with it. This one probably for me is going to be about a 6.5, just for the coffee fact.
Yeah, it's fair enough. I mean, I think, obviously everybody that's watching this now has watched multiple of our shows. I mean, it's just, how could you not?
3 times over each
exactly.
show.
So, the fact that, I say, hey, I'm not really the IPA guy, Jay's not really a coffee guy. So, if you're not a coffee guy or girl, then maybe, this is one based on Jay's review that maybe you want to avoid, or, when he really likes one of these, it's one you want to check out. I'll say I don't get so much coffee out of this. When Andy, when you mentioned the coffee, it's heavy coffee. I just don't pull it out, and it's more bready to me. It has more of that kind of stout bread than it does coffee. And I've been trying since you mentioned it. I just don't get the coffee so much. I don't get chocolate either. But man, this one's just really heavy bread taste for me. I'm obviously the weird one here.
It's been obvious for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, this should be no surprise if you've watched, even one of our shows other than this one. I just do not pull the coffee so much out of this one, even though, it's a black mocha stout. For me, it really is just that stout bread. I really, really like this though. I definitely, the malty piece that you talked about really on the opening, Andy, it did definitely, the roasted malts are definitely there. And I think this one's really good. I've had other Highland Brewing Company beer. I've been really pleased with everything I've had from them so far. And this is probably maybe my third or fourth one that I've had from them. But yeah, this one's really, really good to me. I'm going to go an 8.5 because, again, I don't get the coffee. I just get the stout, and I really like a stout, and it's dark and it's roasty and malty, and it's really good. I really, really like it. That is going to give us a 7.5 for the black mocha stout from Highland Brewing out of Asheville, North Carolina. Hey, have you had this one? Have you? I mean, we have. Let us know what you think about it. Definitely check us out on social media. Come say hey in Discord. Tell us that we suck at what we do, or tell us that we're halfway decent. I don't know, whatever. But do that Discord. We'd love to see you there. We'd love to chat you up a little bit, especially Andy. He loves to chat all day long. He doesn't really have a job. With that, definitely appreciate you guys checking out this video. For Andy in the attic, who is jobless, and Jay, I'm Ben. Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
Okay, and Andy does really have a job.
I'm an addict troll.
Not Hot Tub Peer Review.